Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Naso. Why is it that the Etz Hachaim in Gan Eden is in the center? Why is it not by the front, the entrance? We'll get to this later in the Dvar Torah. In Parshas Naso, one of the mitzvahs we have is the mitzvah of Birchas Kohanim. The Kohanim will bless the Jews. Yevarechecha Hashem Yishmerecha, which the Sifri says is referring to material blessings. Yoher Hashem Panav Elecha is referring to blessings of Torah knowledge. Yisa Hashem Panav Elecha V'Yasemecha Shalom is referring to spiritual matters. And it's on this that comments are made that Hashem shows favoritism to the Bnei Yisrael. However, the question is, and this Dvar Torah is based on a shir by Reb Oelbaum, available on Torah anytime, and uses Reb Elio Gutmacher and Reb Pam. And so why is it that Hashem will show us favor if elsewhere in Parshas Ekev it says that Hashem doesn't show favor? So the Gemara discusses this in several places. Some of the answers are that when someone sins against Hashem, Hashem will show favoritism. But if someone sins against his fellow man, then Hashem cannot show favoritism until the person asks for mechila and receives it. Then Hashem can show favoritism. Also, there's a difference between before the gezerah is sealed, then Hashem has the room to show favoritism and be flexible and give rachamim. But once the judgment is sealed, then Hashem does not show favoritism. So the Gemara in Brachos on Daf Chaf says that Hashem's comments, should I not show favor to the Bnei Yisrael who will say benching even on just a kazayas? The mitzvah of benching comes from v'chalta v'savata u'virachta. You eat, you're satisfied, and then you bless Hashem and thank Hashem. But on the kazayas, most people are not going to be satisfied. Yet the Bnei Yisrael are machmir on themselves. They go lefnim mishuras adin, beyond the letter of the law, and they bless a full berachas hamazon of 4 blessings. The question is, why is this mitzvah, the mitzvah that Hashem chose to give as the reason for him being flexible in the Bnei Yisrael, showing us favor? There's other mitzvahs that we go lefnim mishuras adin. So why is it berachas hamazon dafka that Hashem highlights? So someone could be poor, struggling to feed his family, his wife, and his kids. He only has a little bit of bread, yet he has to share them. So a guy is likely to really resent it. Jews also, but the Jew is more likely to follow the derech of Hashem and is going to think about, at least I have something. Hashem is giving me something to eat, and I'm able to share it with my family. People are always looking at someone else, and they'll say, "Oh, why does this one have more? This one has this, and I don't." But when one person realizes he's best off with his own peckle, then he'll also appreciate that even if I only have a little bit of bread and I share with my family, but I have a kazayas, so I'm going to thank Hashem for that kazayas. So because a person is willing to go beyond himself this way, Hashem goes beyond himself and shows us rachmim in favor. So we should remember that the power of berachas hamazon that has kavanah. So Rabbi Yitzchak Oelbaum also mentioned that there was a story of a chassid who was a doctor, and he went to Radin to the Etz Hachaim, saying, I spend time learning and doing things, but when I came to Radin, I saw people like yourself. They learn, all day long, 12 hours here, 10 hours here, 14 hours, whatever the amount is. I feel that I'm not doing the proper thing. I pale compared to them. Will I still get olam haba? So the Etz Hachaim answered, says, why is it that the Eitz Hadas is in the center and not at the front gate of Gan Eden? Because it's to tell you that there's a whole bunch of different ways to reach the Eitz Hadas, to achieve olam haba. From any different direction, every different approach, there's the opportunity. If it's just by the gate, then it'll be limited, it'll be restricted, it'll be harder, and fewer people will be able to achieve it. So therefore, that gives everyone a chance, no matter what their background, no matter what their schedule is and their fulfillment of mitzvahs, as long as they're trying and growing, they have an opportunity to reach Olam Haba and reach the Eitz Hachaim there. So remember, one way to do this is by having more kavanah with your tefillah. So thank you. So like and share the mitzvahs. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos. Share the short Vort.